gotta have you 4 men lined up. One that's a trick, one that do whatever you say, one that you love, and one that love you.
Because I'm the problem. It's me. Like, if you're not borderline stalking me, you don't even care.
I hate a bitch who don't have abortion money. You ain't got the money to kill the baby.
I want stuff. Buy me stuff.
Stuff make me nice, and stuff make me listen.
And I need you to weigh in. Is it that you don't want to be in relationships? Or is that you just stop believing that you should be the one to pursue them?
I think that they're okay with being single. Are y'all really upset because now the black woman has finally chosen peace over a piece of man? Finally.
Something about a nigga not wanting me at all that makes me want him more.
The lay up with a cat than a snuggle up with a dog with fleas. See, y'all kill me talking about this is why black women are single. This is why y'all ain't got a man. I don't think that they care. I think that they're okay with being single. Are y'all really upset because now the black woman has finally chosen peace over a piece of man? Finally. She finally realizes that she doesn't want to pick up the slack where you lack. She finally realizes that with all the abuse and cheating and narcissistic behavior and DL men, that she can do bad all by herself. Then y'all want to talk about these cats. I think that she feels it's better to lay up with a cat than to snuggle up with a dog with fleas.
We do not care.
Like they used to. I've been getting this question a lot lately. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the wrong question. Men, I need you to weigh in. Is it that you don't want to be in relationships? Or is that you just stop believing that you should be the one to pursue them? And so for years, men were taught to initiate, to pursue, to lead. And today, it's a different world. They're navigating differently. So is it that you fear rejection more than ever? And sometimes you might feel misunderstood. And some people are saying, I've just been hurt. So is it that you've grown tired? Are you expecting other people, other women to make the move? Or do you want clearer signals to show that maybe the woman is interested? So I'm not saying that men shouldn't chase. I'm not saying that men should stop pursuing. It's about recognizing what's really going to be healthy in a relationship. And I know I did a post a while ago about the man that can pursue probably will be a man that can also lead. But men, I need to hear from you. Has something changed about the way you approach the ladies? And ladies, what changes have you noticed? Let's have a conversation.
You see what she said? I know I said something a while ago where I said the men that pursue will also be the type of man that can lead. Huh? Are you serious, right? You see the girl saying, I'm getting tired of getting fleas. Those are the guys that are pursuing. See, what happens is a lot of people like to input themselves and their immediate surroundings into situations, right? Like, say if a guy agrees with her, he's gonna say, me and my friends, or the guys that I know, get girls. Well, you know what? I can say when I grew up, that was the case too. But you see what you said? That's a man that can lead. What did she come across as? The problem, right? You guys know that, but a lot of people seem to be confused. But I want to get into this. Check this out. The girl said they want to be approached. That is sad if it's true. So she's agreeing with her. And of course, we don't want to be approached. But men are tired. Like, I saw a video of them talking about the Me Too movement. Yeah, that has affected men. Why? How did it affect men? Because so many clinged on to it and used it for validation. That's what happened with gyms. Like, everything was topsy-turvy because of it. But check out this comment. It says, this guy said, I don't approach strangers. Rightfully so. Like, why would you approach someone you don't know who's going to make it a big problem because you approach her for validation, right? Women exercise full control over their life choices. They may pursue a career, own a home, travel to global destinations, earn money, and launch a business. Yet, when pursuing a partner, they often expect the man to act. Why can women manage all of that independently, but hesitate to take initiative in dating and actively pursue the men that they want? Now, with all the things that I've listed, that's pretty much masculine. By no means am I throwing shade. I honestly want the ladies to answer this question. You see what this man said, right? If the ladies pursue all of the men they want, what's going to happen is, well, it's already happening. They're pursuing the men they want. They see them. They say, I like you and I want you. And who are those guys usually? The same top 20%. They don't see it though. But check this out. Because this next guy included her in his reaction. Check it out.
Like they used to.
I want stuff. I'm not here to play. I want stuff. Buy me stuff. Chicago Hottie left her nigga. Said, I want stuff. Buy me stuff.
So
And she
because
gotta go
celebrity
buy
left her,
stuff.
okay.
Just like that. Like, just start being real with these niggas. Like, don't cap to these niggas. Don't say you want a relationship. Don't say you want to be in love. Say, I want stuff.
We know, Flat Purse.
Give me stuff. Give me money.
And nowadays, you gotta have you 4 men lined up. One that's a trick, one that do whatever you say, one that you love, and one that love you.
Another thing, cousin, I hate a bitch who don't have abortion money. You ain't got the money to kill baby. You ain't got no money for the baby to live.
It's an evil world we live in.
No shade, no tea.
I'm not gonna sit up here and lie like y'all, okay? I like men that send me money. It gives me more incentive to talk to you guys. If you're not sending me money, why are you still in my DMs? Wondering why I'm not responding.
I want to be polyamorous, but I want all the men I date to be 100% monogamous and only focused on me.
They say, oh, what are you bringing to the table? My pussy.
No, thank you.
That's what I'm bringing to the table. Okay?
Niggas be wondering why you mean to them and why you don't be listening to them, baby. You ain't got me no stuff.
More stuff.
You ain't got me no stuff.
Niggas, y'all better get your stuff.
Make me nice and stuff make me listen. It's like niggas is not ashamed to be broke no more, and it's giving me the ick. I don't give a fuck nobody talking about any nigga that go to a lounge or a club and sit his ass down and ask for a fucking hookah. That nigga, you was a gay. You was a fake. You was a gay.
For the love of God, do not date a cheap man. A man that is cheap with his money is cheap with his love, is cheap with the attention that he gives you, with the care that he gives you. He's cheap with his words, his actions. Literally everything he exudes is cheap.
The first time a guy asked me on a date, I told him, take me shoe shopping. He laughed until he found out my shoe size is a 12. In children's. My shoes are actually cheaper than the average girl's. So if a man can't afford my petite shoe habit, then respectfully, he probably shouldn't be taking me on a date in the first place.
That was wild because the girl was a midget and said, if he can't afford my petite shoe habit, like, man, ladies, you showed us everything. See, because you showed us everything kind of after the Me Too movement. Understand what happened. Yeah. Why did men stop approaching? Me Too movement, internet catastrophe. And then you got guys that sit around on podcasts and pander. Try to make it seem like they're not pandering. And girls are acting like this. This is the problem, ladies. And of course, you got to say it because people will say, somebody will come down in the comments. Not everybody. For those who want to say something crazy, not everybody, but most. I left the country to marry for a reason.
Doctoral degree and not talking about this dumb stuff, but I just have to tell you guys what this man said to me. So I was talking to this man. Oh, Duke, are you okay? Sorry, there's Duke. Oh, Coco. Anyways, I was talking to this man about how in general, like, the men are not approaching women outside anymore. And I think we can kind of all come to a consensus on that. Like, that just isn't happening. I'm 28. I've been in and out of the club scene since I was 18. Well, really like 21, 22, whatever. And things have changed. Things are not the same. And I always equated it to COVID, right? I was like, okay, well, COVID just took away like the confidence, that ability to socialize and strike up a conversation with a stranger, or dancing with someone that you don't know at the club, which also I think is related to like phones and wanting to be cool and not wanting to be exposed, whatever. These are the reasons why I think men are no longer approaching women in the clubs. I'm talking with this man, I'm saying this, you know what he tells me? And now I'm like, is this true? He was like, oh no, like the reason why men don't go up to girls anymore is because of the Me Too movement. The Me Too, the sexual assault? I literally said, were men sexually assaulting women in the club like all the time? Is that how you approach women? By sexually assaulting them? What are we talking about? The Me Too movement? Yeah, now we're scared to talk to them because da-da-da-da-da-da. I was like, just don't be a creep.
You see, this guy didn't know how to explain himself. And you can't just be on the internet, in comment sections, or in person even, going at females saying things and can't explain it. It was that, what you're doing now. That's why a guy has to get that picture of a girl and scour the internet to see who she really is. Then come to find out, oh, why men are not approaching women according to a man. Okay, X'd out. It's a lot to it.
Don't be a creep. What? And that he was being very genuine. And like, I genuinely think that other men genuinely feel this way now. Like, it's so annoying to be straight. Like, oh my God, it's so annoying.
Yeah, that's why I think a lot of girls need to watch men content. A lot of girls do, but they get it confused. Like even recently, I have guys and even girls and even guys. I like to say, oh, why are you talking about black women? It's not just black females, but they're the worst of the worst. But you saw in that video, I showed the third video, the video right before this. What did you see in the video? Oh. As I said, I left for a reason. Check out the comments. The guy said, high risk, no reward. Insane expectations. Then if you do gain a relationship, it just turns into an extra bill in all facets. Great reason. Great explanation. It would have been a lot better if this man would have explained it. It's just simply a bad deal for a good sum of men in 2026. Mic drop. Seriously, I could throw a mic drop to that. Instead, the willingness to listen, grow, and understand is not what it used to be. A lot of men stop searching, take a break, in hopes women begin to truly, fully understand how to maintain relationships, how to be in relationships. So yeah, as you see, these men fully explain themselves. She may not read the comments. She probably will. But you know what she'll do? Act like she didn't. Why? She got to get the bag. Oh, why men not doing this? Let me get that bag. Let me run it up. Let me get popular, run it up to get the bag on TikTok. I'm a ladies independent. Throw your hands up in the air. She gonna get that money.
I hate when men talk to me. Maybe that's an era that I'm always in now that I say it out loud. Either way, why is it when you want none of them to speak to you, when you want to be invisible to men, that all of them approach you? And it's like, I want to wear a sign on my head that says, I don't want to talk to you. And they all approach me and they're talking to me and I'm like, I'm married. And they're like, well, where's your husband? And I'm like, what the, how do I win?
You know, a real conversation.
I have been hyper independent my whole life. I feel I've been like feeling like I've been in fight or flight mode. I feel like I gotta be doing everything for myself. Like I have always felt like everybody who always says that I'm super independent, but it's like I'm so hyper independent that I can't even like, I feel like I can't even rely on anybody else. And that definitely has hurt my family dynamics, friendships, and my relationship, because I think that people have to show up in spontaneity in order for me to feel like somebody understands me or loves me. But
someone has to show up in spontaneity. Guys, the way she sounds jittery and like she just took 15 cups of Starbucks, 5 extra shots in each one, she sounds like spontaneity. She's dealing with insanity, not spontaneity. Whatever she said. I don't know if she spontaneity. She's dealing with insanity. Look how jittery she is. Watch this.
I saw a TikTok that actually like really broke it down. But that spontaneity is not the only sense of love. But when you are hyper independent, you want people to be able to just see and do. You don't want to feel like you have to tell somebody, because then it feels like another task. And in my life, that's how I feel. I feel like if I gotta ask you to do something, then I don't even want you to do it anymore, because now it feels like I shouldn't even have had to ask you. So my boyfriend, I had told him that I wanted to get my nails done, and he said he would pay for them or whatever like that. So he had gave me his credit card so I can get my nails done. And this sense of like anxiousness came over me, because like I said, I'm hyper independent. My boyfriend will give me anything I ask for. I don't ask him. I literally don't ask him, and then I will get mad and be like, oh, why you not doing this? Mind you, I never asked him to do anything. I never said, oh, I want this. And I know that sometimes like people can be spontaneous, but other times if people's not used to stuff, or if it doesn't come naturally to people, they have to be taught. And I think that even with like social media, how social media shows us in relationships that like people got to be doing this, and it got to come from the brain, and you shouldn't have to tell nobody how to do anything, or you shouldn't
No. You just said I'm an independent boss queen. You're in a relationship. Do for yourself. I will say this, because I'm not going to bash every single female in the West. There are females in the West that will buy their own things. A lot of them. But the ones that are in a relationship, a lot of them are looking for this. This is what the man was talking about, right?
like, you know, that's not true. You do need to tell people how to treat you, because if you don't tell nobody how to treat you, they're going to treat you however they think they should treat you, or they're going to treat you however they have been treating other people. And not saying that in like a good or a bad way, just saying. But anyway, so yeah, so he gave me his credit card, and I was sitting up here so anxious, like I don't want to spend too much money on his credit card. Like, so I called him, I'm like, babe, I can get my nose, my toes done. He's like, yeah, like yeah, like that's why I gave you my credit card. Like, now he didn't say like, but like, yeah. So I'm so anxious. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pay for it on his credit card. I'm gonna tip with my own money, because I'm like, I don't want to spend too much of his money. But I'm starting to really realize that that's a trauma response. Like, I don't want to let him take care of me. I don't want to ask him to take care of me. So I'd rather struggle by myself, or be like, oh, I don't have it, so I'm just not gonna ask, or blah blah blah, or like be like, I don't know, but I don't know. If you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. But I don't want to be like that anymore. Like I'm trying to get out of being hyper independent. I'm trying to get out of being Miss Independent. I can do all bad all by myself. I don't need this, I don't need that, because the truth of the matter is that you do. I do, and I do want, and that it's okay for me to say I want this and ask you to do what I want you to do, and not self-sabotaging back, oh, you're not doing this that I want you to do, and then have resentment or be mad at you for not doing something that I didn't ask you to do. A rant, but girl.
Jump. Where you want to jump off? Choose. Seriously, choose. Which one? The man gave you the money. He said, that's why I gave you the credit card. And you do this just to make content? You go on the internet and waste our time. Jump. Don't jump. I don't want to get banned off YouTube. Don't jump. Anybody out there, you feeling away? Don't do it.
And every time I see this nigga, I just be wanting to eat the dick up. Like, you just look so motherfucking good.
Advice, because I'm the problem. It's me. Like, if you're not borderline stalking me, you don't even care. Like, I want the kind of relationship where I'm like, I don't know about this, and he's like, well, I know. You know? Like, I want to be on my BPD vibes and be running down the street at 3 in the morning and like be like, I'm done. with this relationship, and he's like, but I'm not. So come back. Like, if you're not so obsessed with me that you're constantly checking my location.
Man, I can't help but look at her face, and you're giving Wicked Witch of the West vibes. Like, she should just have a hat on her, like, she looked like she got a devilish laugh. That's how she laughs. Like,
to make sure that I'm like alive. Are we even together? And that's not okay. And that's not okay. And that's not okay. And that's why you shouldn't ask me for advice.
yeah, don't ask her for advice. Seriously, because do you even care? I'm scared. Seriously, I'm a man in a relationship with her. I'm like, I'm scared. See, she want the extra validation. Run. This is what guys are talking about. You saw the comments. This is what they're saying.
I don't know. It's something about a nigga not wanting me at all that makes me want him more.
Is emotionally unavailable men. Somehow the universe keeps bringing these men into my life, and I'm really trying to crack the code because I am sick of it. I am sick of attracting men that I have to pull teeth out of, come in hot and then withdraw, and that don't have the ability to just have a conversation to understand where you're coming from because they don't have that emotional intelligence or the patience to do so. I realize that emotionally unavailable men are drawn to women who have emotional intelligence, warmth, and depth. Because they represent something that they are lacking, that they so badly crave. And me being the woman that I am, I believe I can heal that, soften them, awaken them, help them understand. But I realize sometimes I choose the potential over the presence. The person that's standing right in front of me right now. Because I've thought maybe with my guidance, I can awaken something in them. And sometimes it does happen. But the fruits of my labor go to another woman because they learned something with me. However, I've realized I've attracted these kind of men in my life because I grew up with emotional inconsistency. So my nervous system learned that love feels like waiting, proving, and hoping. I no longer want emotional chemistry. I want emotional availability. So stop explaining your depth. Stop softening your needs. Stop romanticizing minimal effort. Start being unimpressed by emotional absence. I say to you what I need to hear too, okay? Really excited for that secure love. We all deserve that.
Yeah, she's one of those kind of girls. They'll be like, yeah, I need a guy. I can't go without a guy that's 6'5" plus. Yes, plus making it. Guys, this is what it is. You all know it. I don't have to repeat it. The reason why we might always attract emotionally unavailable men. Well, a lot of guys out there that have went through a heartbreak before may be emotionally unavailable. They have to be. Understand that. It took me a while to be emotionally unavailable. It took me at year 28 years old. That's when I said, actually, no, I was cold for a long time, but when I really, really got cold, how did that happen? Because I had to get emotionally unavailable. But check this out.
Now hear me out. They have something that secure men will never have. Uncertainty. And that uncertainty is why their mysteriousness will always be on a magnetic level. You know how guys can sense a desperate girl from like a mile away? A woman can spot the nonchalant guy. A girl will try to become something he could care about. I remember seeing this guy at a bar. He had this low, gloomy, unbothered energy that every woman knows exactly what the talking about. Whenever he looked at anyone, it was like he couldn't care less how the convo started or ended. He was telling me he had a motorcycle. And I say, oh, that's nice. What's its name? And he goes, its name? And I'm like, yeah, surely your bike has a name. And versus him just saying, I don't have a name for my bike just quite yet, he says, I don't really name things. That seems kind of childish. Oh, you gotta go after unavailability to experience what that looks like and avoid it. It's a rite of passage for girls in their 20s. Or if they find you, you're 19. And being nonchalant doesn't just translate into relationships. It's also how you view life. You don't have the emotional capacity to even consider naming something you value in your life or even ponder the possibility, not even trying to humor me, like a little bit. And to women that don't know what nonchalant looks like, it's just not purposeful. If he wouldn't even give his bike a title, why would I ever think he would give me one? Think about it. That's what I'm gonna say, because it's not about the bike.
Youngin. Did she just say she's 19 years old? She's gonna be the other girl She may be 23 years old. The last video, right? She's gonna be her. I'll give her 2 years. I think she said she's 19. That's the problem. That's why you still feel intrigued. But listen, all men have to be this way. I'll tell you why some guys are not. Because a lot of guys, it's hard. It's slim pickings out there. The guy, like the way you're getting it in, all these situationships that you're having, a lot of guys are not having them. When I was in the West, I was having them. I'm not gonna lie. And it wasn't because I was tall. It was because I had character. And I was emotionally unavailable. Because I had to be. There's a lot of times, as long as you go for the ladies shorter than you, you're okay. That's why I don't go for the. I don't harbor on a over 6 feet thing so much, because usually I walk up a girl close to my height or shorter. I had a good time all the time. I always got my way.
How I had 2 guys move in with me, and I had each one of them guys thinking they was my cousins. He said, my cousins, yeah, go back and watch part 1 or 2. Because, see, I had one thing, he was my cousin on my daddy's side, and I had the other thing, he was my cousin on my mama's side, baby. Boy, I had them mother jokers paying bills, cooking grass, cooking, cleaning. I was the man of the house. Do you hear me? I be trying to tell y'all ladies, it's easy to do. I said I did this when I was younger. But anyway, let me get to the story. So, in part 1 or 2, I told y'all how I already had a boyfriend I let move in. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to tell y'all girls. Don't be letting these men move in y'all house. Because, see, when them men move in your house, that's because they ain't got nowhere to go. Because, see, a man that got somewhere to go ain't going to move in your house. You feel me? Okay. But anywho, I had my one live-in boyfriend, okay. Then I had met this other boy like 2 times over, you know what I'm saying? I liked him. He had his own place. Now, he was smart. He was smart. I ain't gonna tell you that lie. He was smart. So, he had his own place, but he didn't never leave his place. He, like, left his house, but then he still came over there to stay with me. You know what I'm saying? And y'all probably saying, well, who slept in the room with you? Because you say you had a main boyfriend. See, like I said, I'm an Aries. So, sometimes I want to be in my room by myself, and sometimes, you know, I don't. So, I gave him his own room, like, you know, when I want you, I want you. When I don't, I don't. One was a headhunter, and one had that wood. So you understand what that means. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't never sleep with both of them at the same time. I ain't have to. I told you, I'm the man of the house. You feel me? So, anywho, everything was going good. 3, 4, 6, 7 months, almost to a year. I'm talking about to a year. They were bringing checks home, and they were putting dead.
You heard what she said? I'm the man of the house. This is all of their dreams. Something like this. And if so many could do this, they would. And what does it show you? Even back in the day, it wasn't all that better. This has been happening for the longest time. Oh, for the longest. Like, this girl comes across older than me, but she's probably not. She's probably actually younger than me. But all tainted, all a problem. And you have to wonder. You have to understand. Don't wonder anymore while men stop trying. Because most men are going to tell you, deal with it. We're gone. Deal with it. And why do I say we're gone? What you have to understand is 20% of the men are getting it. Getting 80% of the females. 80% of the men, either they're enjoying their peace, going across these waters, or doing something else, grinding, and that's pretty much it. That's why I love showing guys what I do. I show guys how to get money working online, also how to hire others to work for them and make a bag, because that's what's needed nowadays. But yeah, other than that, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Peace out. See you next video.